Okay, so wanted to get on here. I've got just a little bit of time. Today marks 1 week post-op from my L5-S1 Microdiscectomy. If you watched my last video, kind of described in there some of the issues I was having post-op. Was not fun. Pretty miserable few days after the surgery, which I really wasn't anticipating because the surgeon had said multiple times, a lot of people walk out in less pain than they walk in with. That was not the case with me whatsoever. I was in far, far worse shape after the surgery than I was beforehand going in. So after a handful of failed attempts to get a hold of my surgeon, I finally got to one of his nurses in the office, which his nurses kept taking messages and sending them to him, and then I would never hear a response, so that was great. But finally, after I got a hold of the right nurse, she called the PA for the surgeon, who stepped out of surgery at the time, kind of to answer the questions that I had and give me a direction going forward. So I described to her that I'd still had a very significant amount of nerve pain. I was still worse off than I was compared to going into surgery. That was day 3 post-op, or day 4 post-op, I believe. So she relayed that information to the PA. The PA relayed that to the surgeon, I believe, or maybe the PA just made the decision on his own. I don't know. Either way, though, they made the decision to put me on DEXAMETHASOne, which is a very generic steroid, anti-inflammatory steroid, which mine was only like a 4 milligram. If you get like a prednisone, which is another very generic steroid, most of the time that one comes in like a 10 milligrams. So the 4 milligram dexamethasone, I was like, okay, don't really understand why they're giving me this. I didn't expect it to work whatsoever. So I got that on Tuesday morning, and it's take 2 pills a day. So I took 1 pill Tuesday morning, and within an hour or so, I started feeling better. And then as the day progressed a little further, I started feeling better and better as the day went on. By the time I went to bed that night, I felt really good compared to when I'd woken up that morning. I was kind of shocked at that point that the dexamethasone had done that much for me, but it did, and I was happy. So leading into yesterday, I continued on to the dexamethasone, and just continued to get better and better. Today I woke up with the littlest amount of pain that I have in probably 5 months, all contributed to the Dex. The hydrocodone that they gave me post-op, hydrocodone's a great painkiller, but it does not do anything for nerve pain, really. It's not, it's going to help out a slight bit, maybe. What it really helped for was the pain from the incision after the surgery. That's what it helped for. The nerve pain didn't do shit for it. So, yesterday morning woke up, felt great. This morning woke up, felt great. I didn't really hold any weight in the Dex doing anything, but that stuff's awesome. So if you are going through a discectomy, microdiscectomy, laminectomy, whatever other kind of ectomies there are out there to remove any form of your disc in your back, I would definitely go into if you've seen this and you know of it, I would definitely go into the beginning meetings with your doctor or your surgeon and at least bring up the topic of getting on dexamethasone after the surgery. I thought at the time when they prescribed it to me, it was kind of odd. So I Googled it, and I found a list of like scholarly articles comparing comparing patients after surgery with the use of dexamethasone, either during or after the surgery, had significantly better recovery results than those who are not treated with it. So that was awesome to see. Kind of crazy, once again, unexpected. But the fact that it worked as well as it has on me is amazing. at this point, I'm just honestly kind of scared to get off of it. They gave me a 5-day supply. So that ends on Saturday. Today's Thursday. I had my surgery done April 12th, Thursday, April 12th. Today is the 19th. And so I will run out of the dexamethasone on Saturday the way it was. And so they moved my post-op appointment up to Monday. It was supposed to be 2 weeks out, but the doctor's actually going to be out the day that my post-op 2-week post-op appointment was scheduled for. So they moved it up to Monday, considering the pain I was having, and they also scheduled me to do another MRI to make sure there was no reherniation of the disc. The MRIs, I'm going tomorrow to get the MRI done, and then we will review the results. The surgeon and I will review the results. On Monday. And so, in talking with the nurse this morning, she said, "We'll just stay on the dexamethasone until you meet on Monday, and you guys can decide what your plan is going forward." I said, "That's a great idea, except for I run out on Saturday. You only gave me a 5-day supply, and you want me to go 7 days on it. Great idea." So she coordinated that message back with the surgeon. He extended it and gave me a few extra pills to get me through till Monday. I am not completely pain-free, nerve pain at this point. The pain from the incision is nothing. That's pretty much healed up. It's done. It honestly just feels like a scratch at this point. The incision, I don't think I really talked about it much in the last video that I made, is about an inch and a half long at the most. Because of the swelling, just from being cut open. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be bigger than what it was, but now that it's healing, it's going down, it's going to be extremely minimal. It's crazy what they can do with surgery these days. It's amazing. Used to, they'd split you from your ass to your head. But, yeah, so we're going to meet on Monday and kind of figure out a plan going forward. I'm just hoping like hell that the Dex, once I finish it or once I stop taking it, the pain doesn't resurface and I don't start going downhill. That's my only fear at this point. But as of right now, I am as close to being pain-free as I think I've been in 5 months. And that is amazing. So yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up my 1 week post-op kind of update. Not a fun experience whatsoever. Immediately after the surgery, I don't want anybody to get discouraged because, as the surgeon said, 9 times out of 10 people walk out in less pain than they walk in with, and they wake up from the anesthesia feeling immediate relief, and that's probably going to be your situation. I just want to throw this out there for people who wake up and that's not the case, or that's not their situation, which that's how it happened for me. So I've got the first video that I made, which is like 28 minutes long or something. I rattled on and on for that one. This one I'm going to wrap up here. I will either post both of them up on YouTube now, like after this one, or maybe I'll wait and do a 2-week post-op video and then post them. But either way, just if anybody's going through these issues, L5-S1, probably anywhere in the lumbar spine, discectomy, and that nerve pain that goes along with it, you know how bad it sucks. My pain wasn't brutal in the beginning, but it was very uncomfortable to live with. I'll put it that way. So, yeah. Feel free, if anybody has questions, just shoot me a message on YouTube or, yeah, that works. So, I'll wrap it up. And until the next video, Chapter 2.